My husband has been acting strange. I have this gut feeling he might be cheating. We've been married for a year and have a 4-week-old, so it's been an adjustment recently, but since having a baby, he seems to be acting differently. 1. He won't let me near his phone. I asked if I could see the photos he'd taken of our newborn and he seemed annoyed by my request but agreed. However, he would not let me hold the phone. When we were looking through the photos, he'd taken a whole bunch of selfies, which is really unusual for him. I asked him about them and he said that he just wanted to document his beard. We've previously been okay with letting each other use or look through our phones. I don't even have a passcode on mine because I really don't mind if he wants to see something on it. 2. He goes to the gym but doesn't come home sweaty. I have no problem with him having me time, or whatever, but when he says he goes to work out, he doesn't come home looking like he's even been near a gym. He doesn't bring a bag or towel, so I don't think he'd be having a shower there. Besides, it's only a 2-minute walk away, so why would you shower there when you can shower at home? 3. He takes hours to do errands. I haven't been able to drive or do the grocery shopping, so he's been taking on that responsibility, but it seems to take him so long to get everything. No matter how many items are on the list, he has gone for multiple hours and then says that the traffic was bad or there were so many people at the checkout. 4. He pretends to be asleep. I was looking after the baby after he asked to have a nap, and when I went to the bedroom to grab another blanket, he quickly put his phone under the pillow and tried to look like he was slowly waking up. 5. He jokes about Tinder and cheating. I don't mind the odd joke here and there, but it has been more frequent lately. One part of me feels like I should trust my gut, but another part of me says I'm reading into things and it might be my mind playing tricks on me. I've been struggling a bit with my mental health since having a baby and don't really know what to think at this point. I also don't have any friends to talk about this with. So, yeah, what do you think? Trust your intuition. With a spouse, you pick up on so many random little things that don't even register. This means anything that seems off usually is. The surprising one is number 5. When guys are cheating, the last thing they want to do is call attention to it by telling jokes about it. But I don't think that's enough to erase all the other stuff you've noticed, which definitely point to cheating. Red flags. Location flag. I think your worries are very reasonable, based on this behavior. Even if he wasn't cheating, which it sounds like he is avoiding parental responsibility. Having a newborn is effing hard work and it's so time-consuming. Taking time off to go to the gym or taking hours to run a simple errand is really unfair to Op, who is staying at home with the baby. Like, his priority right now maybe shouldn't be going to the gym but spending more time with baby so Op can have a break. Even if she says she doesn't mind him having me time, the gym can certainly wait a couple of months. I would confront him in a calm manner. And I would seek a therapy immediately. Babies are hard work. If you are struggling with mental health lately, it's not gonna get better if your husband is being like this. Get outside professional help. Trust your gut. You know him better than many people. Trust your womanly intuition. It's seldom going to lead you astray. Follow him. If the gym is a 2-minute walk away, follow him and see if he goes there. Yay, so cheating is one thing, but what really upsets me about this story is that this is happening when you have a 4-week-old. His priority should be on you and the child and that alone. Yay, I think just let him know that you know. TBH, I can understand him feeling like having a child has made him lose his freedom, and maybe he is having this affair to feel young again. I can understand these things. But the fact remains that it is hurting you and hurting the baby, because he is not spending as much time as he could be with the baby. It's a very big betrayal. Rather than come at him with accusations, come from a genuine place of love and hurt, and I'm sure you will get the truth or at least see a change in his behavior. Unless he's a psychopath. Take it from someone who lived through this almost exact scenario. And as a man, these are the biggest red flags you could get. Has there been a fundamental shift in what he used to do, to what he does now? The dead giveaway is a massive change in phone behavior and openness becoming stealth and secrecy. If this is a different version of your husband that you're used to, I'd put my money on shady shit being in play. Yup, I think he is. Definitely red flags. I'll admit, when I saw you had a baby only 4 weeks old, I was thinking maybe it could be hormones and postpartum messing with your mind, but these are actual red flags that definitely need addressed. Follow him. Go through his phone. Confront him. You do what you gotta do to get answers. His behavior is too suspicious to let slide. I mean, he could be cheating on you. Or he could be cheating in a different way, by shirking work, doing self-care in a way that isn't consistent with your arrangement. But it definitely sounds like he's hiding something. I hope it turns out to be something not destructive. Get out now, before he gives you an STD. That does seem a bit off, to be honest. You don't want to trust your guts because you're scared it's correct. Are you ready to leave him when it's confirmed, or you will forgive him and work on your marriage? Yes, looks like he's cheating. For your peace of mind, you can confront him until you're satisfied with what he said. Until you don't doubt the facts anymore. Oh honey, please be safe and careful. There are so many red flags here. I think you should show him this post or list the same reasons you've given here to explain where your anxiety is coming from. You need to have open communication about it, even if it is nothing at all. Some of it sounds like he's simply avoiding responsibility for a newborn. Some of it is more puzzling and I do think deserves an explanation on his part. Seems kinda fishy. I think you're right that something is going on. Maybe something as stupid as he's hiding porn from you on his phone, or maybe he's messaging someone, or maybe you're right about the cheating. I wouldn't dismiss that something is up. I don't think you're off base. Major red flags. Before you confront him, make sure you've obtained reasonable evidence. Sounds to me like the phone is the jackpot. If you get the evidence, depending on how you want to approach the situation, you may want to contact a lawyer before confrontation as well. Always trust your intuition. He could also just be avoiding his responsibilities as a new parent by being off somewhere else or asleep. Trust your guts. He's obviously hiding something. He's probably cheating. My advice is to tell him directly that you know he is hiding things, because his behavior does not make sense, and he has one chance right now to explain himself, and if he can't explain everything, you will assume that he's cheating and act accordingly. But continuing to pretend that nothing is wrong is not an option. Honestly, it sounds like he thinks you're very stupid if he expects you not to think any of this is weird. Number 2, is all the proof you need. Been on the dating a cheater side. She wasn't much better to me. Like reading my own story. Especially the selfies hit home. Speak to him. Tell him you don't want him to take your precious time by being shady. Fess up and arrange things. You will get in a better place eventually. If he's not cheating, he will be very concerned by your distress in this special time. We have a sixth sense for a reason. Trust your gut, hun. It sounds like he is cheating. What a scumbag to do that to his wife who has a newborn at home, sad face. Hire a private investigator. They're really easy to access and sometimes inexpensive. Not really relevant, but you should have a passcode on your phone even if your loved ones all know it. In case you lose it or something. Any rando can get into all your accounts and such. I've had the same passcode on my phone for literally 10 years and all my friends know it at this point, but strangers don't. What can cause a guy to, at roughly the same time, begin to take tons of selfies, become overly protective of his phone, take far too long to do menial tasks, pretend he was sleeping whilst hiding his phone? Maybe he is an alcoholic. My husband also have been acting strange, I just need a better man, I break up with him. Yeah, I think because this behavior is new it seems like something is off. I suspect he's cheating too. He's cheating. Ask him to his face if he's cheating. If he says anything other than no right away, then he is cheating. This includes what and huh with who. Then ask to see his phone. If he reacts defensively, then yes, he is cheating. Then ask about Tinder. I have a feeling it's Tinder he's making jokes about it. Surprise. The jokes are not jokes, upside down face. If he doesn't have Tinder on his phone, then download it. I bet there are messages still on there, but he deletes the app. This is basically a play-by-play of how I got someone to admit to cheating on me, lol. Personally, I would be very concerned. There's no real answer how to react about it without 100% proof, but you can prepare yourself for the worst. I really wish you the best though. Your history shows that you also suffered a traumatic birth and postpartum period. So if he's not cheating, which I'm really sorry to say, but damn, there are a lot of red flags, he should not be leaving you alone as much as he does. That's shitty of him regardless. I really hope that your gut feeling is wrong, and I hope that you're feeling better now. Good luck with everything. I'd just hire a private investigator to find out what he's really been up to. Then you'll know for sure. Not knowing will make you increasingly paranoid, and if you confront him without proof, he may just gaslight you. He'll blame you or PPD. Get a friend close by to make a fake Tinder profile and look for him. Get someone to look after the baby for the afternoon and follow him. My ex used to cheat a lot. He's totally cheating on you. From someone who stayed with the guy who cheated while I was in the hospital having his kid. And after. And again 10 years later. And again 10 more years later until I finally got it, and left. He's cheating. Trust your gut. I know how hard it is to trust yourself that soon after giving birth because your hormones are so out of whack, and you're biologically geared to nesting and care mode and fix-it mentality. It's going to be hard. But if he cares so little for you and your newborn now at your most vulnerable, it doesn't get better. Trust your gut. Love XX. Maybe being a father is hard on him. Just ask him. Just ask if there is something wrong and if he find it hard to be a dad. If not, ask him if he is cheating. If you guys are not talking, you will never make it. Sorry. I think you may be right. It all sounds really dodgy. If you can afford it, I'd suggest you have an investigator follow him and figure it out. Call him out on his sneakiness and fake gym trips. Long errands. Traffic just so bad that day. Does he answer his phone when he is in long checkout lines at the store? He's cheating. Trust your gut. Sounds like he is. Can you look to see if he has a Tinder profile? You had me at, he won't let me near his phone.